Mr. General Evaluator, the Toastmasters and guests and the young and promising Toastmaster, Mando Toastmasters, Varun Dev in particular, when the Toastmaster of the day, Payal, first said, surprise, I was hooked. Because we all love surprises, right? I was raring to see what is the next surprise which Varun will give on stage here. And Varun came down, calm and composed as ever. Okay, just being that uber cool self. And we started off with Sunday morning, 7 o'clock. Again a hook, again a surprise. Then we went on to see how Varun's dad woke him up and told, it's going to be a surprise. Let's all go to Jagpur Aerodrome. And we also saw a fleet of cars. Is it a bird or a plane? And then finally we just moved on to the 3 advantages of aero modeling: hand-eye coordination, teamwork, and all of that. Then to an interesting place. If all of you are interested to know where aero modeling can happen, there's a place in Hoskote. Then we slightly moved on to the working of the aeroplane model, the diagram which was shown, and another incident with the dog. And finally, the best thing about aero modeling is the joy, which is this incomparable. Wow. The first thing, or the thing which struck me the most was the model. It fired up our imagination. We all love flying, right? And I'm sure all of you here would love to know how it flies. I bought a helicopter model last week and I crashed it 3 times. It's not working anymore. So I would have actually known how it works. Maybe I could have flied better. However, the organization of the speech, coming to that, our introduction was about the Sunday morning and the surprise, but the conclusion was about how aero modeling is a joy. If you could have added one line there, saying that, and that was a surprise, which is also a joy, it would have nicely tied up to the introduction, which is a surprise, and how you add chaos. And you spoke about surprise, you spoke about your dad, you spoke about how aero modeling has its advantages and all of that. But if you could have slightly tied up better the organization of the speech, I'm being slightly critical here, okay? If the complete aeroplane working itself was a speech. So, surprise, dad, aero model working, incident, and saying the joy is incomparable. And if you could have explored the relationship with your dad and that whole sequence, that would have been a beautiful speech. And the takeaway, it was a beautiful speech. It had a lot of informative points, areas to explore. But we didn't really have a takeaway. Maybe you could have used the Hoskote incident at the end, where you said, now that all of you love aero modeling, if you know where you want to go, that is Hoskote. So organization of speech and a couple of points where the props were used, the presentation, the images are majorly used to reinforce and enhance the understanding. Whereas the 7 AM and the Jagpur Aero Syndrome didn't exactly help there, though the model did a wonderful job. So I would personally say, with your permission, most of you should realize that as you go up the ladder of the competent communication, the responsibility of the objectives of previous projects also weighs heavily on us. So my sincere suggestion, even though you were very calm, composed, the body language was amazing, you had excellent points. However, the visual aids could have been used much more effectively in the project. Hence, if you could reattempt your project, that would be a wonderful learning for all of us, including you. And as the General Evaluator said, it has been a very heavy breakfast for you. Okay. I hope you take it away, and we are looking forward to many more great speeches from all of you. Right? All the best. Thank you.